Maricopa County Parks, a place people come to enjoy the natural beauty of Arizona. But sadly, wildfires continue damaging our natural landscape, and there's one major factor contributing to that destruction.
What you can see behind me is a lot of invasive species. These plants right here, this is called red brome, and then this little tiny grass next to it, it's called Mediterranean grass. And these are invasive annual grasses that are providing the fuel that these wildfires are moving through.
This is exactly what we saw during the 2023 Diamond Fire.
We're standing in the footprint of the burn scar of the Diamond wildfire right now. It burned about just under 2,000 acres. The majority of that was in the park itself.
After wildfire, an investigation begins. Representatives from different agencies survey the area. They use this information to determine the cause, factors that contributed to the cause, and the extent of the damage. This data helps in finding solutions to reduce future wildfire risks.
Now we're working on developing a recovery plan for this area. And part of that recovery plan is going to include doing invasive species management. We don't want to come in here and add any saguaros or trees just yet, because if we don't take care of the invasive species first, I don't feel like that would be a productive way to restore this area, because then there'll just be another wildfire in a couple years down the road.
The end goal is to regrow our native species, but there are several steps that need to take place before that can happen. One of those steps is a multi-agency program focused on creating shaded fuel breaks.
So basically what the shaded fuel break is we select these areas that Arizona DFFM will come in and they'll remove all the invasive species. They'll thin out the native species as well in an area along a roadway edge or a trail, or areas we feel are most likely to catch fire. And so what they're doing by creating these shaded fuel breaks is creating a defensible space for wildland firefighters, in addition to removing invasive species and then preventing fire from starting in those areas.
Another initiative helping to restore our parks is the Desert Defenders program.
What we do at the Maricopa County Parks is we recruit Desert Defender stewards to help us with that program. And the program really is about invasive species mapping, invasive species removal, native seed harvesting, and then native seed deployment, so throwing those seed bombs back. So it's kind of a habitat enhancement program where it has all of those parts working with it.
The goal is to create communities that care about our parks and encourage others to also take steps to reduce the spread of wildfires and rebuild our native habitats.